in our society, as a general rule today in Canada, we have this idea that, you know, you have men and you have women, you have boys, you have girls, and then there's nothing else. But historically, if you go back and you look at societies throughout the world over the last few thousand years, there are a lot of societies that included more than two genders. And so this isn't new, it's just new to a lot of us. And I think the exploration, getting to know more non-binary people, there's more visible non-binary people. Some of us are figuring out, hey, that actually fits me really well. That's who I am. And it feels really good when you figure it out, whoever you are, right? So yeah.
And I think that's awesome. That should be our goal, is to just help everyone feel the most comfortable and authentic that they can.
That's it.
That's what I love. Does anybody have a question to get started?
So yes, I did look this up, but I'd kind of like your insight on it. This question has been plaguing me all day. And my question was, do Amish communities accept like LGBTQ plus people? I looked it up. It was like, no, but it wasn't really elaborating all that much. ...
Yeah, that's a really good question. And you know what? It's not something that I've actually looked up myself, to be honest. So I don't know if I could give a really good answer to that. I do think that, you know, when we're talking about different religions and belief systems, sometimes we have this idea that, you know, every single person from this belief system is either going to be supportive of something or not supportive of something. And what I've found is, over time, as I've worked with people from all different walks of life and faiths, that it really varies widely. Like, and even if maybe in someone's scriptures or like in the, you know, in the basis of the religion, that, you know, it's like, no, we don't accept this. There are also a lot of people who say, okay, but I do, right? I make room for acceptance in my life. I love people for who they are. So it's a really tricky question. I think it would really depend, like, on you know, maybe the group of Amish people, the particular Amish person. So yeah, and I wish I had a better answer for you. I don't think I've actually like strictly looked that up before.
Yes, I've also been doing some digging into that, and like Christianity, the greater thing of Christianity is one of the very few cultures that like does not accept or doesn't like make a thing, like in Egyptian cultures and Hawaiian cultures, in Canadian Indigenous cultures, there's like another gender, and they're accepted. Like in one of the cultures, the two-spirited people were the medicine people. They were the ones who came to get help and advice.
Yep.
And I've been looking some into it, and like white colonialism brought on this idea of you're one or the other. And that actually wasn't really the popular belief at the time.
Yeah, exactly right. And yeah, you did some really, really good research there. That's very well said. And that's what we're trying to talk about more these days, is that, you know, there's so much more than what our, you know, sort of, you know, white Christian society in Canada and in a lot of other parts of the world, you know, believes today. That's just one belief system. And there, you know, if you look beyond that, like you said, there are so many other instances where you have far more acceptance of even things like gender fluidity, right? Like people who are like, well, I kind of flow between male and female, and, you know, and that is totally cool in some societies. It just really depends. So we need to make more room for that, and we need to have more conversations. And there's always pushback whenever you push the norm. And today that is the norm, you know, the whole, there are only two genders, right? Whenever you push the norm, some people get uncomfortable and some people get scared and some people get angry. But I think the more people who do talk about this and take the time, like you just did, to educate others, to do the research and educate others, it makes the world so much better and safer for people. So thank you.